Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is Akelflos here, and today we are going to be continuing our playthrough of King. So as usual, if you guys are going to enjoy it, consider liking this video as well as subscribing. I really do appreciate your support here, but most importantly, it's so that you don't miss future episodes or uploads of single player playthroughs of content or even guides just like this one. And with that being said, let's get this episode started. So here we are in the game, and as you can see, we are back in Bilgewater, a long way off from where we last were, which was in the Shadow Isles, of course, in the Academy Lecture Hall, where we took on the final enemy in order to retrieve the relic which protects life and guides it forward. This was the final component for Yalawi's legendary weapon, of course, the Heart of the Goddess. So we've already retrieved that final component. Let me just go ahead and quickly show you that component. I can't remember its name, and I probably should, to be honest, but it's okay. We're just gonna quickly go ahead and check it out. It should be under quest items. Okay, so it should be, where is it? The Golden Kraken statue. There we go. So this is the statue that we needed to retrieve from beating the enemy there, and we already have it here. So basically we are done. So today's episode is going to be centered around doing another legendary weapon side quest. Now if you recall, towards the end I did mention that I would like to go ahead and progress into the Vault of the Vasani, which is of course the next storyline mission. However, after some consideration of camera, I think this would be a better course of action. That is because when we head to the Vault of Vasani, there will be two segments that, you know, has specific crafting components for two specific champions as well. I think you already know what champions they are. It's going to be for Braum and Ari, since, you know, they're the only two champions that have not have the progress towards their legendary weapons made yet. So basically what I'm trying to say is that we'll leave that for later. When we head to the Vault of Asani, we'll go ahead and grab the crafting components for both of those champions later. So essentially we'll stave that up for some other time, but for now we're gonna go ahead and work towards getting BRAUM'S legendary weapon completed. And if I just go ahead and go to the quest log here, and if I go ahead and tag the let me just untag Heart of the Goddess. Let me just go ahead and tag the, where is it, Orange Will. Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and tag the Orange Will. So we need to go ahead and obtain 3 components for Orange Will, and as you can see, all 3 of which we don't have any one of the 3. Enormous Charge Crystal, Volcanic HEARTHBLOOD Door, and BRAUM'S Ferroyorian Shield. Now, why do I say we're gonna stave off the Vault of Vasani for later? That is because the Enormous Charge Crystal can be only retrieved in the Vault of the Vasani, and since we're gonna head there eventually, we might as well do that, you know, on the fly, and that way we don't need to make a couple of trips. So that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, what we are gonna grab today is we're gonna grab the BRAUM'S Ferroyorian Shield. Now this is a really interesting one because if you recall a couple episodes back, I said that, you know, there is a particular component that will require a little bit of fishing, and this Ferroyorian Shield, BRAUM'S Ferroyorian Shield, is the component in question which will require a little bit of fishing. So this will be a little bit of a problem in my opinion. That is because there is some amount of lag in my game in terms of fishing. That's because I am running on a lower end system. However, we're not going to complain too much about it. We're still going to give it a shot because I have that responsibility to complete the side quests for the sake of the series. So we're going to go ahead and give it a shot, and the first step is to actually head to the slaughter docks here. I'm going to walk you through how to get the shield precisely. We need to head to the slaughter docks here, and as you can see, we are in the slaughter docks. For those of you who are unaware of how to get to the slaughter docks, basically you cannot do this on the first time when you're in the slaughter docks, and you can do it on your second or third visit, and so on and so forth. So yeah, how are we gonna get to the slaughter docks? All you need to do is you need to head to Slums Market, and you should potentially head down to your bottom right hand side. So basically from your character's perspective, your northeast direction, and all you need to do is you need to take the elevator down and essentially just sprint all the way down here, and essentially you'll reach the slaughter docks. So here we are in the slaughter docks, and what we need to do is we just need to head into the tavern. It is the very same tavern where we first played as Alawi, and basically we just need to head in. Okay, once inside, all we're gonna do is we're gonna speak to a man at the far right of the tavern. So I'm gonna presume this is the guy. There is a couple of people here. I'm not sure who is the man at the far right of the tavern because there's actually 2 here, but I'm gonna speak to this one first because he stands out the most. You wouldn't believe it. A beam of light shooting out of the water. It somehow kept the mist at bay. Wouldn't go near it. Never seen anything like it. I bet whatever's down there is real sweet. Saw it just a few fathoms off the east coast we did, near where that weird ship sunk the other day. Anything of value on board, or is this just a big waste of time? A few fathoms to the east. That sounds like Braum's ship and Braum's shield. I must recover it. The bearded lady has set us on this path. She would not waste our time. Okay, that's pretty much it. So all we need to do is we just need to speak to this guy there. That is because once you speak with him, you are gonna unlock a fishing spot in the ocean map. In fact, I'm gonna quickly show you the ocean map real quick. One more time. And we should have a fishing location somewhere. Maybe it's not here. Okay, I think we need to go to the, what is it? The Charming Lady, where we are going to be able to see the fast travel map. And only there we're going to be able to see the fishing location. But yeah, that's the bottom line. You need to go ahead and speak to that man. And basically, you just need to head to that fishing location and do some fishing with Braum. Sorry, not with Braum, but basically any champion. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut ahead to the Charming Lady, which is the fast travel ship, Misfortune ship. And I'll show you where we need to go. Okay, here we are just in front of Misfortune ship, so let's go ahead and pull up the fast travel map, and we are gonna head to the location, which is Braum's shipwreck. There we go. Okay, so we just need to head to this area. Okay guys, so as you can see, we are back, and I apologize, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that the lag is unnoticeable. I think it's really clear that there is some amount of lag. Just look at how slow Misfortune is running. So I only can apologize, I only can offer my apologies beforehand for this next segment, because you know, I wish I could have something that's lag free, but the reality is that this is the only hardware that, you know, this is the hardware the level of hardware I'm running on, and new hardware isn't cheap. So yeah, this is the best I can do. So again, truly apologize. Okay, enough bitching, enough moaning. We're just gonna have to suck it up and do some fishing. So this is the first time we're doing some fishing, by the way, and I think it's important that I point out a little bit of how this works. So we go into the fishing journal here in the fishing gear. You will notice that we have two particular segments here. We have rod and we have lure. I'm no fisherman, obviously, and I have never done any. I've never lifted a fishing rod in my life. Besides in games, of course, I have played a couple of fishing games. Not the greatest, you know, angler, but you know, I've certainly tried my luck, and I reckon I have a little bit of experience. Not the greatest, of course, but yeah. So coming back to the game, the fishing in this game. So it's very refined, very watered down, very simple. Rod and lure. There's really no, you know, nothing too complicated about it. So it works the same way as your standard equipment, your standard gear. All you need to do is you need to equip the highest level gear, I would say, for the highest level, you know, highest chance of success. You also need to equip your best possible lure in order to get the, you know, highest chance of success. So by the way, these equipment that you see here, the rod and the lure, all of these are actually acquired, you know, in the game itself without buying anything from the various vendors or you know, traders along the way that you'll meet. The NPCs, essentially. I have not purchased any fishing equipment from any NPCs. These are all from the chests, as well as the treasures, as well as the loot, you know, throughout the entirety of the game. So if you guys are not willing to spend anything, you know, on fishing equipment, don't worry, this should be more than enough to help you out. So as you can see here, let me just go ahead and equip my fishing rod here with the level 25 Kraken's Bane. Apparently it should be much better than the Buru Pole, of course, and the reinforced fishing rod. And we're gonna equip the lure with the tasty bait. Okay, so I think the good thing is that bait doesn't run out in this game, so it's not really that realistic, but I'm not gonna complain, because the last thing I want to do is, you know, essentially purchase an infinite amount of bait. So we have the level 25 rod as well as the level 25 lure. Let's go ahead and do some fishing here. Okay, so basically all we need to do is pretty straightforward. We do a cast line, and you can see the bar will, you know, move as we go. So we need to try to cast for the furthest fish, because to my knowledge of, you know, what I've read, this is compiled in my guide, by the way. It should be a free Mediafire link to the guide in your description down below. It's a free download. It's a free downloadable link. Basically, the furthest fish is the one with Braum's, you know, Braum's shield. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to cast as far as we can. Okay, that wasn't great. I think it was because of the lag, but it should be alright. So we're gonna try to reel in the fish. We're gonna want to try to entice him towards us. The bottom line here is to make sure that the fish comes as close as we can to the ship. That way we could have the best possible chance of reeling him in. This doesn't really appeal. This isn't that realistic, I think, but it works. I'm not really sure what these two bars are, this red and the green bar. I think they are basically, you know, how quick the fish is to tiring out. But basically you just have to pull him as close as you can. And and basically you catch the fish. That's basically how, you know, you fish in this game. So not really that, you know, nothing too complex. Okay, we get an algae eater here. Nothing too important. Let's just quickly speed through this. Need to cast again because we didn't get the shield. I'm gonna stop when I get the shield, because like I said, this part of the game lags terribly, and the last thing I want is to show you, you know, infinite amount of lag. So I'm gonna stop once I get the shield. Let's try this for a second time. See how close we can get. Stop a bit for the fish to catch on. There we go. I'm gonna pull him in as close as we can. Alright, we get another algae eater. Not the greatest, because we need the shield. Let's try this one more time. And again, we missed the shot because, again, the lag in this game. Okay, it's okay. See, we could get this guy as close as we can, so that we have the best chance of pulling in fish. We only have 4 here, so we only have 4, you know, fish indicators here. We've already caught 2, so we only need to get another 2. Let's bring this guy as close as we can, of course. It should be close enough. Okay, and now we'll pull him in. This guy struggles a little bit, so I think this might be the shield. I'm not really sure. Rainbow eel, okay. Alright, so there's 2 more. Either one of that should be the shield. And this was a very, very good cast. Very, very far. See if there's anything here. I don't think so. Oh, there is. Okay, cool. So there's actually a fish over here. We need to try to bring this guy as close as we can. Okay, so looks like he's actually very, very far out. Alright, so basically, if you guys are having a low-end system, try to cast as far out as you can. Try to time your cast. Again, like I said, I'm doing my best here with the lag. So, yeah. Let's wait for this guy to come closer a bit. For some reason, he's not wanting to come as close as I would like. Okay, let's pull him in a little bit more. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Fish on. Let's hope we get him in before this red bar goes. I think this green and red bars are the stamina system. Like I said, I'm not really too sure on the fishing in this game, but I presume this is stamina. And we might have lost him here. Oh no, we actually get it. Okay, so that is the orange enchanted door, which is BRAUM'S shield. Is that true eyes? How is that here? And inside the eyes, is that a shield? Is that your shield, Braum? Yes, there it is, BRAUM'S shield. Look upon the Freljordan craftsmanship. It knows no equal. Did you guys find it? Can we please go now? Okay, cool. So that is the shield of, you know, BRAUM'S Freljordan shield. So if we quickly go into the equipment tab real quick, I believe we can equip this on Braum. Can we equip this on Braum? Yes, we can. It is also definitely much more, you know, better than the Eclipsed Bolt shield. So it's actually a little bit more or less powerful than the Jolly Roger, which was, of course, acquired when we beat another enemy in the last episode. I can't remember which enemy, but yeah, I think we're just gonna keep the Orange Enchanted Door on him, which is of course very iconic with Braum, so I'm gonna keep that weapon on him. So since we have a little bit of time left, we have about like 15 minutes or so, I think what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go ahead and grab the next item, which is the second component and the final component for now for Braum's legendary weapon. So we go ahead and go into the quest log. Unfortunately, I can't go into the quest log. I think we can only leave this area. Okay, so let me just go ahead and leave this area first, and then I'll address you. We are gonna want to head back to the ship, of course. For some reason I can't head back. 1 second. I think it's because of the lag. There we go. Okay, so we need to go ahead and grab the next component, and the next component, to my understanding, is in the drowned port. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and head to the drowned port, and then I'll address you on the whereabouts of this next item. Okay guys, as you can see we are in the drowned port. So basically we have already acquired the BRAUM'S sword and shield per the fishing segment in the earlier episode. Again, I apologize for the lag if it was too unbearable to watch, but like I said, that was the best I could do with the hardware that I have. So let's go ahead and focus on the next component here, which is the volcanic HEARTHBLOOD door. Now this is a very interesting interesting item to acquire. In fact, it's a very simple item to acquire, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. So in order to do so, all we need to do is we need to quickly fast travel to the Shadow Vault. So let me just go ahead and do that. Okay guys, here we are in the Shadow Vault, and as you can see, there's a little bit of a change in personnel. So we have Braum in the team. Braum is actually mandatory to bring along for this next segment, and yeah, it also gives us a very good chance to check out the Ornn's enchanted door. Looks kind of cool, and of course it is an exact replica of the, well, not replica, but it is exactly the same like the one you would see in the that he uses in League of Legends. So definitely kind of cool. So just take a look at this. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and just move on into where we need to go. So to get the volcanic HEARTHBLOOD door, I'm taking a shortcut here, which is basically just cutting through the path of dust here. We need to actually head to the conjunction chamber over here. Now, to my knowledge, there is a couple of enemies. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear out this place. I'm gonna skip all the battles, and I will meet you guys just in front of the conjunction chamber. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Okay guys, we're back, and turns out the enemies are actually afraid of us because we are over leveled. As you can see here, this guy is level 16 and we are like 15 levels higher than him, so that's kind of cool. And I didn't need to battle anyone, which is of course very good. Also, you might have noticed that it's probably too late to address this, but if you guys noticed that we are at level 30, that was because coming off the previous episode, of course, I had to leave the area, and I actually ran into a couple of enemies, and I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna wait to get one more level, so I decided let's just go ahead and do a battle off camera and get to level 30. My apologies if that is essentially not that transparent. I probably should have showed the battle on camera, but it's okay. It's just one level. You probably won't even notice it regardless. I'm pretty sure you didn't even notice it until I mentioned it to you, but regardless, let's go ahead and carry on with this next item here. So we need to acquire the volcanic HEARTHBLOOD door, which is, like I said, the final and the second and final component for now. And in order to get the volcanic HEARTHBLOOD door, it is very simple. All we need to do is we need to bring Braum along, and all we need to do is we need to have him break down this door over here, which is just in front of the conjunction chamber. And the conjunction chamber is also in a location that is has some significance later on. And in fact, I might even start commence the next episode with the conjunction chamber for the sake of the guide or something. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll deal with that in the next episode, but for now, all we need to do is we just need to break down this door with Braum towards the conjunction chamber. So let's go ahead and head towards it and interact with it. This door is unique, ornately decorated with odd materials smelling vaguely of sulfur. It features no handles or keyholes, but it is warm to the touch and seems to react slightly when nudged. Okay, so we can have Braum have at it. No door can match Braum. Adventure and friendship surely lie beyond. Cool. Even heaviest door can be opened. As Braum stands over the once mighty door, his mustache and eyebrows curl into a peculiar expression, his faithful Poro watches with interest. Braum shall keep this. You never know when you need a strong door, and it smells like a volcano. How wonderful. Volcanic HEARTHBLOOD shield. There we go. So this is the second component for the HEARTHBLOOD door. So basically this is the final component for now, because the enormous and charged crystal is going to involve us heading to the Vault of the Vasani, which we have not been to yet. So we'll leave that for later, and we're going to end the episode here because there's really nothing else to do. The next area, which is towards the conjunction chamber. In fact, there is something to do here in the conjunction chamber. So I think we'll leave this for the next episode or potentially some other time, because I'm not really sure. There actually is this next bit will be a little bit complicated for I think Ahri's one of the components for Ahri's legendary weapon. So yeah, we'll leave that for later, and I would think about how to how to tackle it off camera. So we are gonna end the video here because we are running out of time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of Ruined King, where I showed you how to get Braum's Pharaonian shield as well as the volcanic HEARTHBLOOD door. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you found it helpful. And if you did, consider leaving a like as well as hitting that big red sub button down below. I really do appreciate your support here, but most importantly, it's so that you don't miss future episodes or uploads of single player playthroughs or content just like this one. And with that being said, this is Kevlo signing off. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for joining me. Hopefully I catch you all in the next episode. Goodbye.